Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today's video is a first impression, get ready with me, using a new eyeshadow palette and creating this purple look. I mentioned the Huda Beauty Wild Jaguar palette. Is that what this is called? Yes, the Wild Jaguar palette in one of my past Grabber Undecideds. Not this past one from Monday, but maybe the week before. And I said that it was something that I was interested in. I had my eye on it, and I kept thinking about it, and some time went by, and then it was at my local Sephora. Oh my gosh, I just dug my fingernail into one of the eyeshadows. It was at my local Sephora, so I ended up picking it up, and I thought that I would try it out with you guys today. Now, I am only creating one look. This is a first impression. It's the first time that I've used the eyeshadow palette. I don't think I'm going to be able to create a second look, and when I'm getting ready, I go into that. So if you want to see this look here, if you want to hear my thoughts, go ahead and keep on watching. And if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly, and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K Bella fam. But why don't we go ahead, zoom in, and jump into the video. Okay, so for today, I am going to prime with my Vive, what is this called? Just the Vive Eye Wand in the shade Vanilla. This isn't my favorite eye primer. I do find that it tugs a little bit and it's not super easy to blend. I kind of have to use the heat of my finger, but I do think that it will help the pigmentation with the shadows and just kind of make those shadows pop. So that's what I'm going to do, is just kind of put this on both eyes lightly, pat it in, and then we'll get started with the look. Okay, now there are not any names, so I am going to try and not blind you. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It almost just looks like a peach shade. It's not really bone. I typically take a bone color, but it's just like a, I don't know, like a skin tone if you're my skin tone shade. And on a fluffy brush, I'm just going to pat this in the crease. And the reason why I do this is because I do have hooded eyes and they're very small. So if I don't set right there, then I find that with any eyeshadow primer I have creasing, and then that makes my actual shadow crease when I start applying it. Also, with some bases that are super sticky, I just like to kind of put something down to help it blend a little bit more. So unfortunately, I think this is the only look we're going to be able to do in this video. I'm going to take this cool toned shade right here in the middle. If you don't know, I am a teacher and I'm back to work. I teach full time. And so during the summer, I'm able to film a little bit more. I was able to get that's super pigmented. I was able to get 4 videos up a week, and I had a good time focusing more on my YouTube. But with teaching full time and everything, and I also have a 2-year-old, so there's just a lot going on. So it's just better for me to not be too hard on myself and just film on Saturdays and Sundays. But even less than that, I'm trying to just film on Saturdays and edit on Sundays. When I got back into filming, post having my daughter, I was trying to film on Saturdays and Sundays, and it was just kind of taking a toll to where I was doing something all the time. My daughter is sleeping right now. That's why I'm filming. I want to be with her. I want to spend time with her. I'm a working mom. I'm away from her for the week. So I do want to spend time with her. So I film when she's sleeping, which is just a short amount of time. I do want to let you guys know too, I am getting some powder. I don't know if you can see it, some powder kick up. That doesn't bother me, but when I'm with her on the weekends, I want it to be about her. So I film when she's sleeping, and I just found that I was filming on Saturdays and Sundays, and it was taking up a lot of time, and I didn't really have any downtime to rest. So my goal in starting YouTube back up again was to film only on Saturdays if possible, and still try and get like 3 videos up, and just have Sundays to go to church, be with the family, relax a little bit. So that's my plan. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just thinking if I even want to put another shadow on. I don't even know if I want to add another shadow. Anyway, all this to say, I'm trying to get some pre-filming done because I'm a teacher, and next weekend I'm out of town and I won't actually be able to film. So I have to have 2 weeks of pre-filmed content. Look, you know in my intro when I say I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup, what I'm trying to say is the reason why we are only getting 1 look today is because it's Saturday. Next week I'm out of town, so then it would be like over 2 weeks before I could get a video up, and I'm just filming today. Maybe I might magically find some time to do another look tomorrow and throw it up, but I may not. That was really long-winded. I mean, like, this is how I am in life. Like, that was really long-winded just to say that is why I'm only doing 1 look with this palette. But I did pick this up, so I did want to share my thoughts and like let you guys know what I think about it, especially because Huda Beauty is not a brand that I've tried a ton from, but they've always kind of been a brand that I had my eye on. So I was interested in these palettes, but specifically the Wild Jaguar. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's try it out. Let's see what I think about it. I think what I'm gonna do is take my brush that's dirty because I need to wash them. I'm just wiping it off on a towel. My BK207, and this shade right here, it does appear to be more brown. That's why I didn't really want to put it in the crease. Holy pigment. Okay. Okay, here. Very pigmented. These shadows are very pigmented. You know, I wanted the khaki haze, like the green one, the green khaki haze Obsession palette, and I heard such mixed reviews about it, and people were just saying that the shimmers were really just like shimmer toppers. Now, of course, I haven't gotten into the shimmers yet, but these mattes are like proving to be very pigmented and outstanding, and I'm really hoping that this is the same. I do have the Huda Beauty Naughty Nudes palette. My husband got that for me for Christmas, and I've tried it a couple times, and I felt the same. Like, I felt like the mattes were good, but the shimmers weren't my favorite. But I think we're gonna go in with this purple shade right here in the middle, and I'm like really hoping it packs a punch. Moment of truth, y'all. Are you ready? We're gonna go in with that middle purple shade. This is my BK203. I am going to spray it. I always spray my shimmer shades. I am going to spray it. Let's just see though. I haven't sprayed yet. Okay. It looks very glittery. I don't feel like I'm getting a ton of pigment. It just feels, it just looks kind of glittery, and I don't really like glitter, so we are for sure gonna give it a little spritz. I bet that purple shade underneath would be really pretty too. I haven't even like swatched this or anything. I just really wanted to try it out on camera with you guys. Okay, this is really pretty actually. I was nervous. I was nervous that it was gonna be super glittery. I do think there are specks of glitter in here, not gonna lie. I'm seeing some specks. Not my favorite, so I'm gonna spray some more. But it is a really pretty shade, so this will be like a fun eye look for me to go see the Paw Patrol movie. Because when Brielle wakes up, we are taking her and her little best friend that's 3 that lives next door. We are taking both of them to the movies for the first time. And they're gonna see the Paw Patrol movie. So that's the real reason why I didn't do a smoky look. Like, I really wanted to do something smoky and use that shadow right there. But I just didn't really feel like that was the look I wanted to go for when going to see a kids movie. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my BK204 and go back in with that first shade that we used, and we're just gonna use that as like a liner and just kind of stamp it, but also wiggle it back and forth and kind of build up like a smoky outer 2/3 of my eye. And then I'll probably take my pencil brush by Sigma and this shade right down here and blend it out. Okay, so this is a close-up of the finished look, and on my lips I am wearing ColourPop's Cool BFF lip liner and Kylie Cosmetics, the reformulated version of Malibu. And I have to say, I had the original Malibu and it was one of my all-time favorite liquid lipsticks, like, of life. I pretty much used it up like almost completely. I had to get rid of it because I had it for so long and I was scraping at it. So I figured, you know what, I'll just like repurchase it. And then I never ended up repurchasing it before the reformulation. And now that it's been reformulated, and I don't know that I feel like the color's the same. I feel like the color now is a little bit more of like a brown, whereas before it was a little bit more of like a purple gray, if you know what I mean. But either way, this is the finished look. Let's zoom out and talk about my thoughts. Okay. So first impression, first time I use this palette, what do I think? Now I do have to say that this top is like it's not very stable and it kind of falls a lot. So if I'm sitting, I mean, even if it's like, if I'm sitting upright, it stays up to a certain point, but it's just it's very flimsy. So if you're someone who like takes that into consideration because you need to like use your palette for a mirror, just know that. But I really like the color story. I don't know that I have anything like this in my collection, which is something that's like important to me right now. I have tons of makeup and I'm always gonna have tons of makeup because I am a makeup lover, but I'm really trying to make sure that when I'm adding new makeup to my collection, that it's something I don't have in my collection. And I really am pleased with this look. I was a little bit nervous with this shade in the middle because I thought that it was gonna be like chunky glitter and shimmer, and there definitely is like a hint of glitter in there, but it's not enough for me not to use it. I don't see chunks of glitter. It just looks like more of a sparkle on the eyes. I felt like the mattes were super pigmented. I'm trying to like hold it up, but my arm's getting tired. I felt like the mattes were super pigmented. They were super blendable. I definitely really enjoyed working with them. I did only work with 4 eyeshadows. So, I mean, after some more uses and trying the other shades, I could end up with a different opinion, but I feel like for $29, this was a really nice palette. It's super cute and compact. It has like this, I don't know what you call it. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. It's like this, I don't know, like not vinyl, right? But it makes an interesting sound. So it's super cute packaging. I do like that there's a mirror inside, and more I'm getting into these smaller like 9-pan eyeshadow palettes. I feel like there are still so many more looks to be had. So while this is the only look that you're gonna see in this video, if you do want me to do 2 more looks, I do wanna do something smoky, like with the black and this smoky eyeshadow right here. I could do something with the gold. I could try one of these lid shades. There's definitely more to be had with this palette. It's not the same as the Smoke Obsessions. She had like a, was it smoky? She had a smoky Obsessions. I'll pop up a picture real quick so you know what I'm talking about. And I haven't been able to find that on her website anymore. It's like always out of stock. And I really wanted that palette. But this one kind of gives me similar vibes. It's not the same in color story at all. Like, I don't think they're dupes of each other. I don't think they recreated it. But this palette gives me like smoky vibes. And I don't have a ton of eyeshadows that give me smoky vibes like that. I didn't really struggle with any fallout. The pigmentation was nice. The blendability was nice. So far I am really excited that I picked this up. I'm happy to have it in my collection. I think it's something different, and I think it'll be great for like date night or girls night where I want to do something a little different. So definitely excited to play with it more. Like I said, $29. That's a really good deal. I think you're getting good quality for 9 eyeshadows, and I like to shop online, and I like to use Rakuten and Top Cashback so that like when I'm purchasing online, I go through those sites and then I go into the Sephora app and I can make a purchase and earn cash back. So I did that with Top Cashback at one point, and I signed up using someone's link. So I got $10 bonus, they got $10 bonus. And so basically I bought this palette for $10 because with my Top Cashback earning, I went and bought a Sephora gift card, and I think it was like $21. So I used the Sephora gift card and then only had to pay $10 for this eyeshadow palette. So that's like a really good deal. So if you're someone who shops online, I will have my Rakuten and my Top Cashback like referral links. If you do click it, it is a referral link. So I think like when you make a purchase, I get $10 kickback and you usually get a kickback as well. That's what I did for Top Cashback, and that's how I got a $10 bonus. So I recommend. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of the look. If you tried this palette out, I want to hear it. But otherwise, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.